Have you ever been to a football game where a defensive player is trying to make a tackle to the offensive player, and they go helmet to helmet, and the defensive player gets a 15-yard penalty for unnecessary roughness? This rule is very unnecessary, and helmet-to-helmet contact should be taken out of the game of football for 3 reasons. 1, helmet-to-helmet contact creates game changers. 2, helmet-to-helmet contact is usually unintentional. And 3, helmet-to-helmet contact brings advancements. For my first point, I'll explain why helmet-to-helmet contact creates game changers. When I was a junior in high school, we were playing Cherokee in football, and it was the 4th quarter with a couple minutes left in the game. They threw the ball, and one of my teammates made a really good hit on the wide receiver. The ref actually called it back because of unnecessary roughness on the offensive player. My second example is J.D. Clowney, the defensive lineman for South Carolina, went helmet-to-helmet with a running back from Michigan in the 4th quarter with 2 minutes left. He actually fumbled the ball, but the ref did not call unnecessary roughness on the offense, or on the defense, which is also a reason a game changer could be taking place. This brings me to my second point. Helmet-to-helmet contact is usually unintentional. As Timothy Gay states in his book, The Physics of Football, he really concentrates on reaction of the brain versus the energy released by a player, and it really goes in depth about how your brain can't react fast enough to your legs. They don't respond fast enough. So there's really no form tackling in football. You just tackle. Your brain can't process it fast enough to make a form tackle. Another reason is our older brother Josh. He is an EMT in Ankeny, Iowa. He stated that it is actually really hard to get a concussion in football. The temple is the softest part of your head, which is about the only place that you will get a concussion. If you do get a concussion, you're very applicable to receive a second concussion or a third concussion, which really rarely happens that you do get a concussion in football unless you get hit in the temple, like my brother stated. Now that I've explained why helmet-to-helmet contact is usually unintentional, this brings me to my third point. Helmet-to-helmet brings a lot of advancements. As Lou Sahadi says in the Miracle Miami book that he wrote, which was the 1972 Dolphins who went undefeated, he says that helmets were virtually pointless. They were made out of nothing but plastic and only had 1 bar in the face mask, and there was really no rule that said you couldn't go helmet-to-helmet with another player. As Tony Askey says in his article, helmet-to-helmet contact is threatening the game, he really brings up how it's kind of a choice now, especially in the NFL, that it's your own fault if you get concussions because they've got so advanced in helmets that it's really hard to get a concussion. The NFL, you have the option to wear whatever kind of helmet that you want. The top of the helmets are really hard, the sides are just about the same, so there's really no reason why anybody should ever get a concussion or hurt in the NFL from helmet-to-helmet contact. So that brings me to my conclusion, which is my 3 points of my thesis, which is 1, helmet-to-helmet contact brings game changers. 2, helmet-to-helmet contact is usually unintentional. And 3, helmet-to-helmet contact brings advancements. And these are my 3 cards.